country to deal with them. Unim de no catch them. On se Bawumia ire Fulani ni. Ti so obedi president na ono ye first lady a. Fulani for no de nantwie be abawi omo banchi ni omo ebro nyina. Na so omo call police station obi ani obedi omo asema ma no. Me ekokomba ni a me koto am NPP ayeden. So we lost. We lost in almost all the Congoba speaking areas. Say edu FCC a party na holding about form. Party no and then no.
Co-opposition.
Yes, co-opposition. You see, I warrior 87 pair.
Pessima, very.
87 pair. Party no yene academia relationship. And shedan koye. Any business people relationship and koye. Any market women relationship and koye. Students relationship ahimfo. Aso for religious bodies. There's a need for rebranding of the entire party. You need a face, say bibinina okabia. Oso for crown beshen anima ka say wenti awa kantino. E was say bijemu maneka.
Yeah.
Uhi obia Oduke NUSC na BBSC. Me, I was the national youth organizer. Throughout my reign, there wasn't any tertiary institution lose elections there, including whole polytechnic. About the same, and now 2024, you lose baby your university. Here, national chairman. Obetumi abwa. Because one problem I saw in 2024 was that the set of executives I buy, they were virtually entirely new. You understand? Apart from why the second vice chairperson.
Lawson FM 96.3.
No, B, but also not a youth organizer
to organizer.
In terms of,
I remember proud to Sadia no menu din ko ma okay.
Because this is the problem we have.
Fear ne say nipadi nyina free ho na wenu nyina be niwa. There's going to be a challenge for the party.
There's going to be a challenge, and the challenge was real. Because say them catch there no. See, I in a determined election saying you must have somebody who have experience working in the IPAC who can happen.
Why not with all this? Why not still the general secretary, the national chairman?
Oh, the thing says, say,
people
bisa. Say, look, baby, sabi ayebi.
Okay.
In Kwaranso eba. Baby, I had experience ayenya no. And who be here say. Ye be chairman ne aboa agaide omo so dem na mentor omo no mo so to be a grow.
Okay,
who be ye general secretary bia you are in charge of operations unam high say no also a chairman afi no these constituencies are a major constituencies are we must win. Some catchers say 87 87 here one see e be win election in 2028 I was say nya 53 from the NDC back on 140.
Yeah.
Answer presidential candidates they winning.
Of course.
Sir 87, no. What it means that we must win all. Yes. Normally we won't be winning in we lose be. Do lose 7 eka 80. Eka 80 also on 60 seats from the NDC. Mo bi anfa election na ye be ko na grow bi to say ye ko dia grow winning akoy saw akoy yesisifian ne sa ne ma no. No, it is not that. It is me national chairman na me ba Ashanti region me ba asokwa I was me message back adansi asokwa I was message back sa afọ no me ensen ya aye endangered a major area or say a concentration call manso mienu na aye problem no there's a need for us to make sure say to be aye safe bion amaye party general secretary ne other organized they can do the others me do bonoa Sunyani East, Sunyani West. Doma East, Doma Central, Doma West. Brekum East, Brekum West. That's my job.
John, I'm sure.
Me do a half.
You listen.
Me do Northern Regional. Northern Region, as we speak now. I will say a pa MPs for be chair no almost go back. Yes, a be lose seat no. Unim za seat no. Unim. Because our seat no. Say yes, uncle for now we can never win the seats.
Omo decided say omo kwa we.
Omo decided iti enya say ya koya primary so. Enya say na SRC elections now.
You have to come to.
There are people in particularly in the northern region. I was say me di omo tina dem po omo cheo. Omo aye sika sem no. I was say me copy sika ne mo omo. No me to be some contest bio. There's one constituency also me provide enough legal support. Because this for now decided so so because I sit on one a bit to me as I winning. And so there are a few of the sisters strategically, I will say specific people. Abana ye to no yen to no sa kwa o.
Ebi na kana mbeka to de no so.
Openyi yen to no sa kwa o. Onim say ye sisifian ne ne na NDC for enenam nkrase e ka kire kokoma for ne say Dr. Bawumia ye candidate na ire e Fulani ni. I'm telling you how treacherous our opponents are. Do you have common sense to deal with them? Who have understanding of the political dynamics of the country to deal with them? Unim de no ka kire o. O se Bawumia ire ye Fulani ni. Tisobedi president na no your first lady. Fulani for no de nentwie be wi omo banchi ni omo ebro nyina. Na so omo ko police station obia ni obedi omo asema ma no. Me ekokomba ni am ekoto am NPP ayeden. So it we lost. We lost in almost all the Congoba speaking areas. I can give you a lot of examples. Thank you,
No, question. What's the relationship between you and Goodyear? I don't know why people are asking so many. The general secretary of the party, what's your relationship with him?
Relationship with a general secretary of the party. I'm a former general secretary. Oh, I don't think on air we can talk about it. But the facts of the matter, you see, people should not have this thinking.
Oh, yeah, not mischief, but for his guidance, because he's making a lot of sense this morning.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe national chairman, now could be a general secretary, a plus for the party. There is no animosity between myself and him. Never. President Kufuor, and Kufuor don't any contest ye. Kufuor team I know crack in 1998, Omo wanu yapa in our party. Teresa Tego, Christian Church, Koma, Mona, and support Kufuor. And someone can far Kufuor. President Kufuor winning Attorney General.
Of course.
Was the son of foreign minister. Your friend is saying, Akufo-Addo ne Alan. Omo contest 2008. Nyame a contest 2012. A contest 2014. Nana do win elections. Then trade minister. When we were in cabinet, I saw all the people who contested Akufo-Addo. Osafumafo, Professor Michael Kwe, Frimpong Boateng, Dambo trading. 2007 contest. The only difference between me and him is that you contest election. There's nothing more. There me say, now see, what is this? Nyame adon so mene ni nyina yeko school papa. So, yeko poku ai. So there. Yeah, even ni nyina no yeko school papa. So there's nothing working together. It's going to be fantastic. You understand? Nothing. Yeah, dear. who said, even with all the things that may have happened, have you seen me openly criticizing him?
Not
before?
at all.
I'm so matured. I've done this work for a very long time. It's an election. Maybe my message at that time they didn't listen. The near my people almost to get see me cry. Say President Akufo-Addo anya reshuffle. Inti John Buadu na mananye. Inti ever to against you. Stadium who President John Buadu one map Akufo-Addo anya reshuffle. Inti ever reshuffle. What has that got to do with my work? Because I advise say Akufo-Addo. So anya reshuffle no anya. Me anything. And no come crime ho. At that time near call IMF. You say the party they call IMF. Inti ano eno ye John Buadu ejuma. You understand? That is how elections are. For me, there's nothing at all. And I believe, say, in the interest of the party. I've seen other people wanting to contest, but I don't think any of them have the kind of practical experience. And your experience, I can book, what is the way you say, and I can Donald Trump, or you say now way Reagan, you say when you contest na Harry Jonathan, make a practical experience. I've been involved since 2022 at the national level.
Right.
Apart from Dambo Chene, a few people. 2022 2002 we call National Council. I've been there throughout to date. Until you put it together campaign. Who put two campaign together and we will lose. I mean we will lose. Ebina NDC put two together 2016. And year Kofi Adams coordinator of the campaign. And year Sasedun Keti as a chairman of the campaign or something. And not just say, on my sideline, I say, do get here completely. Because national organizer or report to general secretary. The moment I election, why in a coordinator, no? Not just say, on reported to Onubion. And that we took advantage of that and won the elections. I can tell you, put it together campaign structure now.
And the last election, who share my party in the last guy. You saw it.
The say maybe I also member advice, you know.
But you saw it.
I even gave advice before the team was put together.
Oh, okay.
Depending.
And now show me a work at the crisis.
No, but in addition to presidential aid, you know, I was then also the cigar boss. And see all the CEOs, no, I tax them. Me dem call for koi. And me ko video, mo juma year for the past 7 years. Eto airtime, a viewer. So that work that you saw, I did it behind the scenes. You understand? Oh no, you see, the thing say. Neaqrly, parliamentary primaries we are permanent say be lose 50 seats. Yeah, the primaries now. Because one example, permanent cause momo pass mama
just one time
There was this constituency, Daboya Mankrago. City in Winida from 1992. Over the years, you're back close to maybe 200, 150. I realized a city between
and they are a difference.
Yeah, different.
How winning? Okay.
They win in 2016. Your constituency secretary. Now my year in the DC. But then call China. But then call Germany. But then call UK for training. Because I'm person will take you over. But you man na you're very good at 2020 can maybe use no. Nya me adom ye nya obi a winning seat no for the first time for us.
Okay.
Na ye call 2024. Seat no ye winning da. Na ya ma candidates be have a contest in the primaries. Candidate may be ofino only gonja for enka.
No problem.
Ye creative region, no. Now compare some join the northern region. And now ye de omo kan savannah. It is our candidate officer, how to call campaign or go for no.
You can't.
It is the mere fact say you allow Nipan crime and a contest a prime is winning Ukraine say lose sitting away. No doubt. Even though he did his best.
Right.
But his best was not enough. You see, in paying for the hair cano a party in Wasam.
All right.
And Nasanti Memuha Upo Umpo Ebeka. Say any power now cross anti D and I can't deal brew memoir. Pa
Say MPP need power. Now din ya kind din.
Obre. That be chrome. Me chrome. Not na DC, not na MP. Asin Central. Ube to akoye, akan ube to akoye friends DC or Tamale na kanto cross and be DMP. Enti ade na he no. O se o ti ase.
Okay.
Enye politics na ye to abani keke o. Eye politics na go deeper than just that. And then Asante Memu Hanyamu disease no it is it's an insult to the people of Ashanti. Because now do dan kwa Akufo-Addo and a new patriotic party will not dare put up such names in Tamale, Bolga, Busa North, Busa South, Nandom, Laura, Lambusi. Wow. How is that possible? How is that possible?
Okay, John.
No. How is that possible? So, until we are can now omemu ha. Na bibini na ebi a constituency chairman be secretary be. Ufre na one fa na ope bibi na we. Na obufu no na say enu nti onto aba. Ana obeto aba against NPP. Na enye NPP no ato against no. What to nsuru mu e de haban ashim. Asema America no.
Ate.
Muma yentie ni ye. Muma yentie ni ye. So, muma yentie ni ye. And for us, you ever combining to make sure say victory or say I can show you programs. Make me a programmer. I also year from this time to 2028 elections. Because my year bidder, me go so dream me party no.
You understand the terrain.
Me terrain I say.
John, let me ask you this. In the 2024 elections, did you play an active role in the campaign?
Active role to the extent of the role I demand. Now aid to the presidential candidate.
Yeah.
And see, yeah,
but there's something means so NDC for you very right. But MPP meaning whether more better mind to say they can strategic no. For example, Obat say Ashanti region ha. MPP for had 3 NDC for power, but it is working for them. You see, they will look at the community. No more who say this group of people and a dominate you are. Even though we are in Ashanti region, we will not impose an Ashanti on them. Yes. It's in Ashanti region. They will vote for that person. On him, check where you lost MP seats and check ni pay if you buy.
My checking in my checking in our saying now, but I mean, but you can clearly see
something that NDC has done it so well.
And you see, you can only do that when you're thinking it is not say you're to by young primary. Primaries will produce omo doso the Asante for ne doso. Primaries and say I had agati for ewaha. Asante for ne ye diadada. And the yenya dagati ni na ye yina as your candidate. Dagati for no beto aba amayen. Now ye the Asante for vote to no account ni winning. Primaries will not produce that. You understand? And the party for the baby pono munim. Also, yes, John Buadu in the office. We are general secretary. You are in charge of operations of the party. Maybe out the office out here. What's the officer? Who are they? because I know never more who say hey make I mama typical example answer say you also constituency na bibie ni anwa so your constituency or not there was a challenge there me frère Dr. Kokwefri. You see politics near here no nyema bebre wo mu sense bi amohu no Dr. Kokwefri no ye MP wo ho no nya MP pe no ye o. He is the icon and the role model for about 10 constituencies I wo ho.
The entire region.
You understand? Big first in the entire region. Say asemsi e wo yo so I will win Swaman, a cotton brass, Bibian Anyaso, Bia East, Bia West. He's the first thing I'm afraid. Because he has the capacity, he's the biggest cocoa farmer there. On a contemporary, Odo Sykes, Amabuzi, and Kore Kwashigamo. He was the 3rd vice chairman of the party in 1998. No, our brand and once year contested. You lose seat na 2016 they win here. It's never a problem. I was say Anyaso. My friend now say okay, Miss Meba. When the you call ye, I am for. Omune MP no problem. Ye rem ko jan o ma bonye ko jan ketwa. You try and join baby as a 14. Yeah. Because you know, you're president of the Ghana House of Chiefs. National House of Chiefs. It can affect the party throughout the country. So ne na himfo ekasa. Ye koi ko solve ye. Me kai 2 weeks to election I have to drive there. There was a polling station for say we are so omo timber and omo ye. Now for the past 2 years you had seized almost sawmill. Ya momu ntwadia momu nyahwe. No more complaining
Obia
enfio. Oh no so na nke NDC for zone pa 2016 ye convince omo no to abamae. Nearby 2 years ya be seize omo nema. Da me call me do ho. Dana no pana na omo the best 15 beams aba guha task force for no abefako. Me say omo boko ja aid ko do ho. Ini omo kasae ashu omo ebo modern buy beji omo niema momo. Onim say to aba wie no. That was the only polling station na aka. Say NDC for ni winning ya. Enka ye lusu sa sit no. Eno ne be kan ho a e ma Dr. Kokwefri. Inti edwuma na ye no ye wa komemu ye ni